Hey y'all, welcome to Crepe Myrtle Row. My name is Lisa. Today I have another big thrift haul for you. And there's one piece that I got that is humongous. I could not believe I found this piece. So if this is something y'all are interested in, just stay tuned. All right, we're gonna get the big piece out of the way first because it's just taking up so much room. But y'all, it's this giant cornucopia. Y'all see, it's like 3 foot long and at least 2.5 in diameter there. This is so cool, and I paid $18 for it. When I first saw it, my thought was to go on my front porch on that bench and, you know, have all these big pumpkins spilling out of it there. But then I got the idea for something different for fall in my living room on top of that entertainment center, you know, because it's got a tall ceiling and it's a big space. And this would look perfect up there and just have all of my big pumpkins and stuff spilling out of it. And also, I thought that was pretty cool. It's just gonna take up a lot of space. Okay, another big item I got, and I think I've got it. I'm just gonna show you sections of it because there's 6 pieces to this, and I will, up here somewhere, I will pop a picture of it put together. But it's this, I love architectural pieces. And it's this, there's one more piece at the bottom that's supposed to look jagged and broken, but it's like this, you hang it, and then it's, you know, the opposite side as well. So there's 6 pieces. But it's made of styrofoam, but it's real lightweight. I'm going to add some more paint to it because this one has some scuff marks on it. I'm going to add a little bit more paint to it, give it a little bit more interest to it. And I'm going to hang it at the end of my haul. I paid $4 for the set of 6 of these. And like I say, you can see in that picture there how big it is. It's like, I think it's like 26 inches wide and about 54 long when it's all put together. So it's going to look really cool at the end of my hallway. Okay, the next piece I got, and I paid $5 for that, is one of these corn cob holders. You see it in a lot of primitive homes, and they just put the corn cobs right here and hang them up. You could probably do that, hang it outside for the squirrels and stuff, but what I am planning on doing with it is putting bottles on it. So let me move the camera just slightly. Do y'all see that right there? That's a bottle tree that has little small bottles on it. And that's what I'm thinking about doing is I'm going to see some of these are bent up. I'm going to bend the rest of them more up so that they would, you know, the bottles wouldn't fall off. And I think I'm going to hang this outside in one of my trees with a bunch of the little colored bottles on it. Because I love my bottle trees, y'all. I have like 3 or 4 now. So, and did I say I paid $5 for it? Okay, the next thing I bought, and I'm always looking for these, is lampshades. And this one's brand new, and I loved the embroidered detail on it. It's shiny because it's still got the plastic on it. And I paid $2.99. Y'all, these things are like $10 and up. And I'm thinking this one probably came from Walmart, but I mean, they're like $10 or more. But I loved that embroidery detail, and I'm always needing a lampshade somewhere, you know, and when I find nice ones that I really like, I'll get them and use them throughout the year. Okay, the next bigger item was I got these, and they're originally JCPenney Home, and they were $3 a piece, and they're like a sweater material. And I thought these was perfect for fall. I'm actually trying to decide if I want to put them on the bench on my front porch because I put pillows out there on it and it looks pretty cool. So I don't know if I want to set them out there or if I want to use them out here on my back porch during fall. They're pretty soft, so they're probably going to end up back here on my porch where I can use them, because the ones that go on the front porch, they get pretty dusty. You know, I have chipmunks that like to run around there sometimes, so those are ones that I know once they're out there, I usually have to toss them after 1 or 2 seasons because they get faded out with the sun shining on them and all that stuff. So these are still pretty nice, so I think I might just keep these back here to use. All right, the next thing I found at the thrift store, and I paid $1 for it, is this turkey. I don't know what it is about the foam stuff. This is styrofoam too, but I love the colors on it. Thought it was really cool, and you know, it'll go somewhere in a nice vignette around it during the fall. And then I found this picture for $3. I don't know what it was about this picture, but I just loved it. See, it's just the scene with the horse's carriage. Years ago, my husband and I, we had a horse, and we boarded her over at this one pasture, and the man had one of these carriages, and he would get that carriage out and ride it around through the back country and everything, and it kind of makes me think his name was Mr. Mitchell, and I just thought he was the sweetest man. And gosh, that's been 30 something years ago, and he was like in his late 80s then, and would still get out his horse and buggies and ride it around. But I just thought that was kind of cool, and I'm probably going to put this in my bathrooms maybe during the fall. Okay, the next item I thrifted is this wax warmer. And y'all, I hadn't seen one like that. I thought that one was so pretty. And I know some people don't like to put out their turkeys until it's Thanksgiving season. Well, for me, by the time Thanksgiving gets here, I've got Christmas up, because I do a lot for Christmas, so I like to have it up longer to look at, because by the end of Christmas, sometimes the day after, I'm ready to take it down. I have in the last few years waited till after January the 1st, you know, just bit my tongue and, you know, held on to it so, you know, everybody else could enjoy it a little longer. But yeah, by the soon as October's over, I'm putting out Christmas. So turkeys go out with my fall decor. And I don't really decorate for Halloween, y'all. I think it's cute, and when my kids were little, I did a lot of stuff, but you know, now they're grown, and I know I've got a grandson doing it, but I've never really done hot Halloween stuff. But that's gonna be nice. I don't know if I'll put it in the kitchen or in the living room or somewhere, but I love using the wax warmers everywhere. And I paid $5 for that. I didn't remember if I told you. And then I found this piece, and it was $4, and it's just one of these wooden like candle holders, because like these are like big. I don't even know where you would get these. I guess you'd have to order them online, that are these cone shaped ones. I don't know that I'll ever actually burn it. I just think they're cool looking, kind of have that fallish primitive look to it, but I like that, and for $4 couldn't resist it. Okay, these next two items, y'all, I could not believe I got these for the price that I did. So I've got this book, and I paid $2.50 for it. And y'all, it's from 1849. And just look at the thing. It's a American Angler's Guide. So I guess it just tells you about the fishing stuff and all. And y'all, this is the only second book I've ever got like this. You can feel the type on it. Like, you know, some old books, you see the print, but you don't feel it. This one, you actually feel each and individual little letter, like you feel the impression, I guess, where they rolled it through the little print press instead of the way they do them now, you know. But it was just, I've got one other one from the early 1800s, and it was like that. So I don't know when it stopped being more where you don't feel that print in. I mean, some of you might be more familiar with the history on books and stuff, and they can tell me that. But I just loved that one. And just think, I mean, that's before the Civil War even happened. That's kind of cool that something has been around and not destroyed since then. But love that one. And this next one, and I paid $3.50 for it, and it was, I had to write on tag, it was from 1897, and it's just a book of poetry. And let's see, someone wrote in here Someone got it on December the 7th, 1907, and then someone got it on February the 14th of 1908. But like I said, it's from 1897. Oh, and someone got it November the 21st, 1905, because they was writing in there. But it's the poems of Robert Burns. But I just thought that one was very interesting. They were in a case that didn't have, it was a glass case, but it wasn't locked. So, you know, I couldn't see the price on them. And I thought, okay, they're probably wanting, you know, $10, $15 or more for these little books. And when I saw they were only $3.50 and $2.50, had to snatch them up. This next book's not as old. It is from 1957, but I just like the colors on it, and it's a survey of the Old Testament. I just like using, I find old books with different color schemes to use at different seasons. Like I have a majority of green old books, like greenbacks and stuff. I use a lot of that during the spring and everything, summer and all that. But during the fall, I like to find ones with more browns or orange colors or the black or whatever, and just kind of switch some of those books out because I use them for display a lot. And so keep an eye out for your older books in your thrift stores. And I paid $1 for that one, I think. Okay, the next things I bought were these two big clay pots, and they were $1.99 a piece. And y'all, I love the fact that they already got all of this green moss and stuff on them. I mean, this past year, I went and dug through a lady's outdoor pots she was selling just to find the ones that had all the moss and things on it. This one still feels kind of damp. I think it's where whoever donated it must have just brought it in and they put it out that day. These next two items, I got this one for $2.99 and this one for $1.99. And it's just these jars. You can still get these at like Walmart, Dollar General, whatever, but these come in handy for all kinds of things. What I do with these bigger ones, and it is the best thing I've ever found to do, my produce, strawberries, grapes, anything like that, I put them in these kind of jars. And y'all, they last for 2 weeks or so. Used to, I'd buy strawberries, I'd put them in the refrigerator, and within 2 days, they're already molding and stuff. But if I'll put them in a jar, and what I do, now you can just put them in there like they are, you know, straight from buying them, but I go ahead and wash mine. I spread them out on a towel and let them dry all day long, getting good so there's no moisture there. Then I put them inside one of these, and a lot of times I'll fold up a paper towel and put it at the bottom and then put them in the jars with the airtight lid. And y'all, I've had strawberries last one time I had them up to 3 weeks. I still had those strawberries staying fresh for me. And the same thing with grapes. Do that kind of, I wash my grapes, spread them out, let them dry really good, and then I jar them up in the refrigerator and they last forever. So look out for these. And then, you know, there's other things. I've got a vintage one of these full of cookie cutters. So there's all kinds of uses for these jars. And they're not much more than this, I don't think. Like this size probably is $6 or something in Walmart. So, you know, I basically got it for about half the price there. All right, and then this next piece, y'all, I decorate with a gingerbread and cooking theme for Christmas. And this was just, you know, a little tin box, but I loved the detail on it. And so it'll be pretty just sitting up in some of my vignettes. I found me some curtains for my bedroom because, you know, my walls are yellow, but my bedspread is blue, and I have a lot of blue accents in there. And the curtains I had, I liked. They were kind of a mauve color with some yellow flowers and stuff in it, and I liked them, but I like a lot of light in my room. And last week I had took my blinds down, took my curtains down, washed everything up, cleaned the windows real good, and while I didn't have curtains on there, I loved the way it looked in there. I mean, it was so bright. But I kind of like the way a curtain looks too. What I want to find is some lace valances or crocheted like valances. But until I do find a pair of them, I found these. It was actually 3 of these, just simple valance. Somebody handmade these that I put up in the meantime. So these are a lot lighter feel than the mauve ones, because the mauve ones were kind of dark. They were longer and they were lined kind of heavily, so light didn't come through them. These, the light does come through, and I like them for temporarily for now. And I mean, I paid $3 for the set of 3, so $1 a piece, and they'll do until I can find those lace ones that I'm on the hunt for. The next thing, I paid $2 for this. It's just a little handmade knitted pot holder. I always like these kind of things, and then you can just throw them in the wash, so always needing pot holders. And y'all, I can't pass up doilies. I have this, you know, leave no doily behind theory, I guess. This one was $3, but it looks unusual. If they're unusual, I'm gonna pick them up. Now, the common everyday ones you find, I can pass those, but these, like, look at the little detail on that one and stuff. I just thought that one was so pretty and just different, so I was willing to buy it. And like I've told y'all before, I don't need any more doilies. I have an entire chest of drawers slam full. Every single drawer. I think there's 5 drawers on that thing, or is there 6? There might be 6. Every one of them is doilies, like pink and green ones. Then I got red and purple ones, and then I got all white ones. Then I got blue ones. Then I got tablecloths. Y'all, I have a problem. But I guess it's a good problem. Okay, these next items actually didn't come from a thrift store. They came from the antique mall that I have my rented space in. Y'all, I have to have a booth there to make money so I can go spend money there. So it just evens out. I don't really make money because I spend all I make there pretty much. But just something about this little picture I absolutely loved. Just the sweetest little bird face, and y'all know how I love my birds. What I'm thinking about doing with it though, and I know it's kind of deep, but I think it will work perfect for that. Put rocks down in the bottom so I got plenty of drainage, and then put one of my little plants coming out of the top here. So I'm trying to buy things that I think I can use as planters for different little plants around. Y'all, I'm becoming the crazy plant lady, but that's what I originally got that for, was that. Oh, and I forgot to tell you, I think I paid, it was like $6 for it, so wasn't bad. These next items, y'all know I love my kissing figurines. These aren't quite the kissing, but it looks like that's what they're supposed to be doing when they're doing it, and they're salt and pepper shakers. I don't have this set, and I was looking at them in the store, and they were only like $4. If they were even that. I don't even know if they were that. They might have been $2.50. They weren't much at all. But I was like, do I need another set of kissing figurines? But I dropped her and chipped. You can't hardly see it, but chipped the back of her head right there. I mean, no one's ever gonna notice if I don't tell them, and then if I just take a red marker or something and finish out the little hair, like where her bun was, you're never gonna know it. But I dropped it, I chipped it, so I had to buy it. Now, I know there are some people out there who would have just, y'all, my husband's cutting grass, so that's why it's getting loud. I know there are some people out there who would have done that, and they would just put it right back and pretend it never happened and walked off. I can't do that, y'all. Especially as a vendor myself, knowing, you know, of my stuff, it would make me mad if I come in and some of my stuff was broke sitting there, and, you know, the person wasn't honest about it. So, done that. Just thank goodness it wasn't something very expensive that I had to buy, because I would have still paid for it. Okay, the next item I got there was this old Maxwell House coffee can. I've got a small, I've got the short round one, but I like this one. It's open on the top, and technically it's no rust or anything. If I wanted to, I could use it for a planter. If I did that though, I think I would probably, if a mason jar was sit down in here, I will probably sit the mason jar in there and do the planning in it so that I don't have to worry about over time it rusting it out or whatever. I mean, I know it's already old, y'all, but you know, just extend the life of it. But I think this one was, what did they have on it? Because they take the tags off. I think it was $10 for that. And if y'all are into vintage tins, you know, they're pricey nowadays. The next items I got at that antique store were a set of 6 of these little butter pats, I guess is what they are. They're a little bit bigger than that. They're the Alfred Meekin Fair Winds brand. These are the set of dishes I have at fall. I actually have a set of these in my booth right now for sale because I have so many. I have enough to do my wall, do my hutch, do a table, and I still had leftovers, so I decided it was time to get rid of some of them. And I have all kinds of pieces of this. I used to collect them because I did Thanksgiving at my house and everyone came here, and I used to want to have it all set with my matching dishes. But I got smart and started using paper plates and stuff. After we had a lot of kids coming along, we changed it up. But anyhow, I love those. I love little dishes. These will look good sitting in like my little cheese box there, stuff like that, sitting around in them. I originally got them because I was thinking, I don't know if y'all remember, I had a hutch, like a little mini hutch, doll size that sits right here. It's a vintage one, white one, and I had my blue and white dishes in it. I still have that. It's just put up for now. I originally got these hoping that they would fit in those little slots, but because these have just enough curve, they won't go into the slot like a flat little plate would. But I was hoping that they would, for fall, I would have my little brown and white dishes because I'm on the hunt for some. I found a set on eBay, but I'm not willing to pay $450 for a tea set, a child's tea set, just because it's brown transferware. Just not gonna do it. But anyhow, I'll figure out something else to do with these. 2 other items that came from the thrift store, I just now noticed those. This little tray is $2. It's like brass, and it has tiny little feet on it. These look really cute. I have another one that's a little bit different from this, sitting in my bathroom with my soap dispenser sitting on it. Or you could sit it on a dresser and put like lipsticks or your fingernail polish, whatever. They just look really cute sitting around and just for little display things. And as you can see, that one was $2. And lastly, at the thrift stores, I bought this little book. I paid $1 for it. It's like a little resin stack of books. And y'all know how much I love my books. And I just thought this would be cute in any kind of little vignette that I could sit it up. Maybe sit a little pumpkin on it for fall or something. But for $1, I couldn't pass that up. That's all for this haul. I know it's a little bit longer. I know a lot of you have said you like the longer ones, but I hope y'all enjoyed it. And if you don't already subscribe to my channel, I would love for you to come on over and join me here on YouTube. Hit the notification bell and you'll be notified each time I upload a video. Come over to Instagram, follow me there. You'll see more photos there. And I have an Etsy I have an Etsy store. Y'all, I can't talk today, but yeah. Come join me on my Etsy store. You'll see some things that I list on there, and I'm trying to get better at putting them on there more often. I was kind of getting slack when I started my booth thing, so I go back and forth, but all of that information is linked below. And until the next time, y'all have a blessed day. Bye.